Yes, people, and welcome back to another video on the Bridge YouTube channel where we bring you all things Chelsea. I'm your host with the most, the Bridge 258, here to give you the match review for Chelsea 1, Liverpool 1. Here we go. So, I'm going to start with a quick review of what I thought of the match and how it sort of, panned out. Initially, I think for us as Chelsea Football Club, we were quite slow. We weren't really in the game for a good first half of the game. Of the first half, so like 20-25 minutes of the first half of the game. Liverpool a bit more, were a bit more hotter, a bit more on it, a bit more, doing what they do best. They were clearly targeting at that moment in time Gallagher as their pressing trigger. Literally, there was at one point where Gallagher literally had 3 men on him the moment he got the ball, and I think again that's just down to his technical aspect of the ball. I just don't think I just think because of that technical aspect, it's just easier for teams just to target him and be able to get the ball out of him. Although I would be speaking on him because he had a massive second half where he was performing brilliantly. Though on the other hand, so I want to give a big shout out to Gallagher on that, but. That also, sadly, that coldness led to the first goal in which Salah against Cole was able to threw the ball through Thiago Silva and Disasi to Luis Diaz, who was able to tap it in for the first goal. Then there was a second goal in which Salah put the ball into the net. However, luckily that was offside. And then from there, Chelsea really woke up. We were doing a lot more attacking. Sterling was playing really well in the first half, I would say, in my opinion. You obviously saw a bit more of like not Madueke, sorry, I should say. Our boy Nicholas Jackson was really well pushing that defense, testing it around, especially with his movement. His close control was doing really well. Reece James was playing great. So was Chilwell. Both sides of the fullbacks were playing really well in attack, in particularly, and then obviously that led to the goal equalizer by Axel Disasi, who kind of redeemed himself after that goal that he unfortunately had helped to concede by Luis Diaz. And then from there, Chelsea went from strength to strength. Enzo Fernandez was literally dictating play for a good majority of the end of the first half and majority of the second half in midfield. In my opinion, great player. We're going to be going on to him too soon. And after that, really, Chelsea were a bit more on top. We had big chances. Nicholas Jackson had a few big chances. Mudryk chance at the end of the game was another big chance as well that we missed. But at the end of the day, I think we can go outside and be happy with the two sides. We still do not have Caicedo through the door, possibly Lavia through the door, or Olise and the striker that we possibly don't have. If you had in QQ in this game, love and trust, bro, we would be cooking in this game. Love and trust, we would have been cooking in this game, in my opinion. I want to give a big shout out. I want to give obviously a shout out to Liverpool. Obviously, we faced them. They definitely really outbeat us in the beginning of the first half, in my opinion. But luckily, we were able to regain that control. Played a lot more better in the towards the end of the first half to get the equaliser, and played really well in my opinion in the second half. But in the last 10 minutes when everyone decided to put in the kids in, quite literally. So right now, guys, I would like to talk about some of the players in my opinion that really performed really well. I'm gonna start with Gallagher. Unironically, I think in the first half he wasn't doing so well. Liverpool were pressing him quite hard, obviously because of his lack of technical ability. They were literally trying to take advantage of him. But in the second half, bro, he was massive, immense. He was getting great amount of interceptions of play. Great tackler, in my opinion. He had a tackle that was like a last man tackle that, if you remember last season against Leicester, he basically fumbled. But this season, bro, he did a great job doing that. He had a massive tackle as well in the second half too. It was great in the midfield, doing that sort of job, and hey ho, man, he did a great job there. Obviously, unfortunately, though, the club is trying to move him on, but you never know, man. I do understand. Maybe you can understand what Poch wants for him, but for me, he cannot play as your deepest six. He cannot play as a deepest six. He has to play as the 8. That's gonna be almost a box to box essentially, but a defensive box to box where he's killing the ball, making the interceptions, passing it to someone like an Enzo, and maybe to someone on the wing like a Sterling, a Madueke, a Mudryk, or a Nicholas Jackson. Because other than that, he's looking shaky at best, in my opinion. Next case I want to talk about is my boy Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez today manned the match. He put on an absolute clinic, in my opinion. Listen, I'm going to read you some of the stats from literally my screen right now. 107 touches, 100% take-ons completed, 90% pass accuracy, 17 passes into the final third, 10 passes into the opponent's box, the most by anyone, 7 crosses, 6 duels won, 2 times possession won, 2 chances created, 2 through balls, 2 fouls won. Honestly, that guy, man, was cooking, bro. After after that, 1-0 loss, he was dictating play, amazing, man. Honestly, Enzo Fernandez, man, one of the best midfielders out there, and he's playing for the mighty Chelsea, man. Honestly, man, I could not be happier as a football club to have someone like Enzo playing for us, man. Great player, man. Great player indeed. Another guy I want to talk about, man, Nicholas Jackson. Obviously, he missed that chance which went over the bar. Another chance, obviously, when he was literally 1v1, which Alisson was able to save. But I think for me, when it comes to Nicholas Jackson, though, the upside is what he has a lot of upside. Yes, he may not be able to get you the goals right now because obviously he's still young. We're still hopefully teaching him, getting him into the way of the league. He's still adapting to it. But look, the movement that he's able to make, the close control, the fact that he doesn't make the same run all the time, different runs. He had the time, the final chance when it was him and Mudryk, bro. He had Konate, bro, moving like a drunk man, like this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Quite literally, bro. And honestly, in my opinion, that's the thing for me. When you're sometimes, again, your strikers are going to be able to score, but what can he do that other intangibles? Can he pass the ball? Can he make an assist? Can he make a key pass? Can he be the pass before the pass? And that's something that Nicolas Jackson has already been known about if you've seen him at his time at Villarreal, and he's already proven that to me better. Honestly, man, to be able to have bought this guy for something like 30 to 32 million, and the way he's looking so far is amazing, in my opinion. Obviously, hopefully he can improve his finishing, and after that, bro, it's the sky's the limit for me when it comes to Nicholas Jackson. The other guy I want to talk about, and give it proper is Chukwuemeka. I think obviously he started off quite poor as well, similar to Gallagher. But after that, stint, he really grew into the game, particularly in the second half. Was very tidy with the ball, making the right passes. Was really connected with Chilwell, particularly on that left-hand side between him and Chilwell. In my opinion, great interplay there as well. And honestly, he grew into the game. I know obviously he's a young player. At the end of the day, sometimes we can be a bit harsh on them. But at the end of the day, he proved that he's got the ability that I just think, again, more game time, more training, or more time on a training with Pochettino, and I think we can continue to get the best out of him, in my opinion, as well. Next player I want to talk about, of course, is my boy Axel Disasi. Got the equalizer, was able to redeem himself as well. I thought he had a good, solid game, in my opinion. Obviously, we need to see more from him. But at the end of the day, my Axel Disasi, he looks like a good option. Very proud of what he's been able to do. Shouts out to Axel Disasi, man. And next one I want to talk about is my boy RJ, aka Reece James, in my opinion, man. Reece James, man, had a great game. I think going forward, man, that 1-2 that he was having with Sterling was really great. Brought in the crosses as well. Obviously, had that chance from the free kick, which went just over the bar, which he tried to shoot. It looks good. Hopefully, I don't know what happened with him. He was obviously jogging back to the thing. I don't think he's injured. Hopefully, touch wood. Even if he was, we've got Malagusa there, who had a really good, good like cameo today as well. Shout out to Malagusto. But at the end of the day, man, he had a quality game, quality performance. And listen, man, I'm looking forward to seeing more and more from my boy Reece James. Chilwell, again, I think for me when it comes to Chilwell, man, going forward, he does really well. Obviously, he had that goal disallowed. He's able to really chance to go forward. The problem with Chilwell though is that he just needs to make sure he defends, bro. That's all I'm saying to you. I understand going forward a lot. Make sure you're also coming back and helping out your boy Levi Cole. Cole is still a young player. What I'm saying? He still needs a solid help. He shouldn't just be Thiago Silva there. He should also be there to help him out as well. And shout out Levi Cole, man. He was obviously getting that baptism under fire of Salah, and he literally was able to hold that baptism, man, in my opinion. Obviously, barring the goal, which Luis Diaz scored, I thought he did a great job, being able to handle, Mo Salah. He did a few great balls. Obviously, that ball for that chance for Nicholas Jackson, which Nicholas Jackson hit at Alisson, which was a great chance. And again, man, he did a little thing going forward, little turn there as well, which is really amazing, really great as well, man. But shout outs there, man. I feel like we've been having a great performances by Chelsea. I like what we're doing so far, and listen, let me continue, but I want to continue on to discuss the squad. If you think about it, guys, this is a squad that's still not complete yet. We obviously need to add a few more additions. Hopefully, Caicedo gets the here we go today. Lavia may be included into that one too. You obviously got Elise that's going to be coming to the football club. Another goalkeeper to think for Sanchez and another striker. But you look at that and you're thinking to yourself, Chelsea, man, are cooking right now. Honestly, in my opinion, we're doing a great job about what we're doing so far, and I'm very, very pleased about it. And Pochettino's got us really, really working very hard. I think from an attacking perspective as well, we've looked really dangerous going forward, in my opinion now as well. And that's something that we've not seen in quite a while. Obviously we're under Potter, under Tuchel, even though we were creating these attacking patterns, the strikers weren't scoring and everything. We look dangerous going forward, in my opinion, under Pochettino. And I think, like, obviously this three at the back was only for this game, but after this game I'm pretty sure we're probably going to revert back to our four at the back. But once we go back to that one, and we're facing facing a nice easy fixture against West Ham. I think we face Luton after that as well. You're going to probably be seeing a lot more of gameplay, game time, a lot of the type of things that Pochettino wants with the players that he wants to bring in as well. So listen, man, Chelsea Football Club, I think it's a very happy draw. Obviously, we could have gotten the win at the end of the day. It's a sadly we weren't able to do that as well. But listen, man, that has been the Chelsea versus Liverpool match review. Stay tuned, guys. Obviously, if Caicedo news comes out, I'll be making sure to do the live stream so that we can all laugh, cry, and Liverpool if that has happened at the end of the day. But here we go. Have a nice one, and as always, guys, make sure to stay blue.